Brief Counseling Problem-Free Talk Technique. The problem-free talk technique created by George Eisen and Ratner is used to establish a connection with the client. This allows a discussion between the counselor, client, and or family that is positive in life. This technique is useful for the following reasons. It helps to create a bond, reduce the nerves when beginning a counseling session, reduce the perception of power, and it allows the counselor to see the individual's strengths and resources. The problem-free talk technique can be implemented at the beginning of the counseling session, throughout other sessions, or when a family member is presented into the session. The counselor must focus on listening for any competencies or potentials stated by the client. These competencies or potentials can be stated in later sessions as exceptions to problems the client has. The counselor can use this technique by asking open-ended questions to elicit a natural conversation with the client and listen for any positive attributes said. It is important for the counselor to be careful at what moment he or she uses this technique during a session, as it can lead to negative outcomes if used at the wrong moment of time. The variations for the problem-free talk technique can include using the technique during a specific time, such as the beginning of a session, when a new member is included in the session, when taking a break from a problematic storytelling, when you want to elicit a client to state competencies and or resources, or in family therapy. Problem-free talk technique demonstration.
Okay. Hello, Dad. Hello, daughter. How's it going today?
Oh, it's going okay.
I'm glad to see you guys today.
Well, thank you for having us again. It's been a stressful week.
So, what good things have been happening this week with the two of you?
Well, I mean, we've tried to get along a little bit better. It's been a little hard, but we're trying to have more of a dialogue.
Well, my daughter, she surprised me this week. And I'm always getting on her about, keeping her room clean and, her bathroom clean and, helping out more, helping her mom out at home. And she surprised me this week. She actually, she cleaned her room without me having to tell her to do it. That kind of came as a shock to me and her mom. But she's making progress. So I'm happy with how things have transpired this week.
Wow, Alejandra, that's good, impressive. And you're holding back too.
Yeah. So last week we were having sort of an argument, but I just tried to contain myself and just keep everything at a level where I can just walk away from it and just take a breather. So I think it has helped to just step back from the argument itself.
And what else has been happening? You discussed that you ordered some pizzas and watched a movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, it was a little different because we never really hang out. But this week, we had a family session and we watched movies, and it was a nice time.
Wow, I see you guys getting emotional.
And
It's kind of
well,
crying a little
it's,
bit.
the funny thing is the pizza thing and the watching the movie thing. And she's right. Spend a lot of family time together, and believe it or not, it was her idea. So that came as another surprise to me and her mom and her little sister. Kind of looks up to her, and so. What I thought would be another week of hostility and just back and forth and me having to defend her mom, and turned out to be a pretty good week actually. I didn't have to come home and get a drink and relax and I can actually spend some quality time with my daughter and so I think we're doing pretty good.
Why? I'm actually quite surprised. I expected a lot more negativity and arguing and stuff like that, and that's what I expected in this session. And you guys seem like you got everything handled. Seems like you guys are cured.
Well, we're
We hope
trying.
so.
Yeah.
We're trying. We hope so.
That's good.
we know we got a long road to go, and but taking one step at a time, and I think we'll get there.
Oh, okay, well, it's good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys keep up the good work and we'll see you next session.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.